Hello guys, I'm Gökhan and this is Late Night Stocks. In this video I'm gonna talk about again vaccine stocks, Moderna, Pfizer and BioNTech. Vaccine stocks closed in red on Thursday without any reason behind that. We get a lot of positive news but the vaccine stocks are going down. Is it about the seasonality or just the thrill is gone? First we will look at the latest news about the Omicron variant and after that we will analyze each company separately. Vaccine stocks are very volatile and most of the investors can't evaluate their fair valuations. We see sometimes plus minus 50% just in a month. This volatility may not so bad if you can take advantage of it. I hope this video will help you further for your decisions. Before we start, please thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Omicron, what we know about the new coronavirus variant. In just a few weeks since its discovery, Omicron has turned out to be highly transmissible and less susceptible to vaccines than other variants. What is Omicron variant? This variant is a combination of more than 50 variants. Some of them were carried by earlier variants such as Alpha and Beta, and previous experiments had demonstrated that they could enable a coronavirus to spread quickly. Other mutations were known to help coronaviruses evade antibodies produced by vaccines. As you see, this is the simplest proof of the evolution. Does Omicron spread faster than other variants? Yes, it is 2 to 3 times as likely to spread as Delta. The speed is concerning, that's why we have to vaccinate all the world much faster than before. How much do vaccines protect against an Omicron infection? Several studies indicate that full vaccination plus a booster shot provides strong protection against infection with Omicron. Without a booster, however, 2 doses of a vaccine like Pfizer, BioNTech or Moderna's provide much less protection. But don't forget, still 2 doses of a vaccine to appear to protect against severe disease from Omicron. How bad will a COVID case caused by Omicron be? The good news is a lower percentage of Omicron infections are leading to hospitalizations compared to the Delta variant. But on the other hand, Omicron is only a little milder than Delta for unvaccinated people who have not previously had COVID. But the good news is the immunity from previous infections helps lower the chances that people will go to the hospital. Even if further research confirms that Omicron is milder on average, its contagiousness will lead to many hospitalizations. Okay, but what's the point? What we will see in upcoming months? Scientists can already see that Omicron is very transmissible and is adept to evading immune defenses. Even if Omicron does turn to be milder than other variants, it could still push hospitals to their limits. A smaller fraction of Omicron cases may require hospitalization, but if the number of Omicron cases is much bigger than in previous surges, there will still more seriously ill patients to treat. Long story short, this variant seems a bit milder than other variants, but it's spreading up to 3 times more than the fastest spreading variant. When we calculate the risk, this variant is more dangerous than Delta variant. We started to see its effects on our daily lives. Thousands of flights cancelled globally as Omicron dampens Christmas joy. More than 405,000 flights were scrapped globally over Christmas weekend as staffing shortages and rising cases of Omicron variant of COVID-19 shadowed holiday spirit. How many people are in hospital due to COVID-19 at a given time? When we have a look at this chart, we see 2 major peaks. One of them was in 2020 fall and another one in August. Recently, due to Omicron variant, the cases are increasing again. And we don't see any flattening curve yet. That's why I think the new variant is underestimated by the Wall Street. Retail investors and institutions try to get out of COVID-19 stocks, but in my opinion, it's too early. But this may be a huge advantage for Moderna and BioNTech longs. Moderna was about 20% down in this week and closed at $249 on Thursday. Let's have a look at the causes of this sell-off. Moderna says booster produced strong antibody response to Omicron. The company said a 2-dose course of its vaccine generated low neutralizing antibodies against Omicron, but a 50 microgram booster dose increased neutralizing antibodies against the variant 37-fold. A higher 100 microgram booster dose of the same vaccine drove antibody levels even higher, more than 80 times pre-boost levels. You see, we got very bad news. Another interesting article is Moderna down as Pfizer Paxlovid emergency use authorization may fuel competition. The author of this article argued that Moderna were down 6.3% on Wednesday following the news of emergency use authorization for Pfizer's promising oral COVID-19 pill Paxlovid in the United States. It is very interesting that Moderna, Pfizer and BioNTech were all down. The author has very strong argument. They knew the truth, but they had to write something, Paxlovid is not likely to remove dependence on vaccines to fight against COVID-19. However, it may hurt their importance going forward. This pill or Merck's pill will a minor impact on vaccination rates or not at all. If you continue to looking for bad news, Japan has agreed to buy further 18 million doses of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine, the health ministry said on Friday. As you see, we see all the time the bad news for these companies. I would like to point out the seasonality of mRNA vaccine makers. Last year, in the beginning of December, we saw $156 stock price. And 2 weeks ago, the stock price was about $100. Last year, there were also no reason to sell this stock like no tomorrow. I think we see the similar trend this year. We will very likely to see $350 before Q1 earnings. When we continue with Pfizer, the company should be the winner of this week, but this is also down like other vaccine makers. We saw more than $61 stock price on Monday and closed at $58 on Thursday. Meanwhile, the CEO, Albert Bourla, became CNN Business CEO of the Year. From my perspective, Albert Bourla is a very successful CEO. He made a lot of good decisions like partnering with BioNTech and developing a COVID-19 pill. Investors also appreciate its success and we saw an all-time high this month. This week, Pfizer's COVID-19 pill is authorized in the US. It is the first approval of a drug that newly infected people can easily take at home to stay out of the hospital. So far so good, but what is the next? Could the Pfizer share price explosion continue through 2022? This is a multi-10 billions question, but I will give it for free. First of all, the pandemic seems to be stay until 2024 with us. Pfizer generates more than $30 billion from its vaccine sales. In addition to this, the company develops superior COVID-19 treatment courses, which may also generate $30 billion in revenues. When we sum up everything, the revenues of Pfizer can exceed $100 billion next year. If you correlate the stock price to revenues, next year we may see $100 stock price. Please leave also your comments in the comments down below. When we continue with BioNTech, we see the similar pattern like Moderna. The stock price was $293 on Monday and closed at $255 on Thursday. Still, like many other people, I don't get this parallel behavior. Because the stock price is not relevant and the important thing is the market cap. Never mind, the stock price was 20% down and we expect to see some bad news. Pfizer and BioNTech to provide European Union more than 20 million additional doses of Comirnaty to help meet continued need for the vaccine supply. European Commission exercised part of its option for over 200 million additional doses to be delivered in 2022. These doses are in addition to 450 million doses already planned for delivery in 2022, bringing the total number of vaccine doses in European Union to more than 650 million. Another important point is, this order would also cover potential vaccines adapted to Omicron variant without additional costs, if a variant vaccine is determined to be needed and subsequently authorized or approved. The European Union will probably ask for a specific Omicron variant vaccine. As I previously told you, Moderna and BioNTech were bought and sold in parallel. Last year at the beginning of December, the stock price was $127, and 3 weeks after, the stock price was about $80. It is very interesting that on 27th December 2020, the RSI index was 38 and we saw the same number on Thursday. What we saw from last year, the stock price saw the dip at 27th December. If the similar pattern happens like last year, we may see lower 200s. Last year I was very lucky and could buy at $80. Probably there are some technical or seasonal reasons behind of this sell-off. One of that, many people are on vacation and the volume is low. Another reason may be tax sell-off. But I don't care, I will buy more if it drops. I hope this video helps to you to make your own decision. Thanks for watching till the end. Please give a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Merry Christmas!